Alrighty, folks, so we're sitting outside now in front of the house. Okay, this is what's known, what Dave calls the High Hill. Also, when it's Halloween time, this is called the Evil Hill. Alright, so, first things first, Dave, when did you start collecting? And why was it? And also, whilst you're in the same answer to the question, tell us about your family, your parents, and how they sort of assisted you in your passion and this sort of this path you've taken on for the next so many decades.
Well, I started collecting before I can remember. Both my parents and my grandparents and my great-grandmother were collectors.
Yes.
Every part of the family collects different things. There's books, linens, dishes, knickknacks, kitsch, whatever.
Yeah.
And so when I started collecting, my parents totally said, great, knock yourself out, let's collect. And originally, as a little kid, I was like farm animals and trains and cars and that kind of stuff.
So we started normal.
Yeah, I started normal. And then, like I said, then along came the Silver Age comics and the Monster Kid thing. Now, they also were real heavily into books.
Yes.
And read to me, and they figured anything that fostered my imagination was a great thing. My father worked at a television station, so I got
somewhere now.
I got exposed to film at an early age, real classic film, Hollywood film.
Yeah,
you understand that?
Yeah.
And I remember one of the first things. Well, in high school, I saw a film called Lost Horizon, 1937, with Ronald Colman, and it's a story about Shangri-La, and the High Lama has this sort of secret city in the Himalayas, and what they're doing is they're saving the best and the most incredible works of art, because in 1937 the world was going to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
Nobody knew what was next, and so they were taking the great works of art, and the High Lama goes, we're saving all these for a better time. And I thought to myself, right, in the 1970s toys were in a lull. America was in a lull. The heroes were Dirty Harry, no offense, Charles Bronson, and anti-heroes. And I thought, somebody needs to save all this.
So you
cool
needed
stuff.
to be like Noah's Ark. And
Exactly.
All these great.
I wanted to be the Noah's Ark.
Upbeat.
Yeah.
More,
Yeah.
Great.
And then there's also an amazing scene that my father loved from Grapes of Wrath, where he thought it was really sad, where Ma Jode, they're going to travel across country, it's a Freshner movie, and she has to throw all her most treasured effects into the fire. She throws earrings and old pictures. I thought, I never want that to happen to me. I don't want to throw anything away. Yeah. And luckily my parents said, right, we got a big old house. Let's, I always say, it ain't hoarding if you still got room.
Very true.
And then, of course, there's the end of the Indy Jones movie, Raiders.
Yes, yeah.
And I just
kept
pushing the boxes into the rows. And then, I won't be a spoiler here, but there's all about Rosebud from Citizen Kane.
Yes, okay.
And so I've got a lot of personal rosebuds, and I didn't want them to be thrown in the fire.
That makes perfect sense. So essentially what you're saying is, this house and your collection is sort of like the Area 51 cellars in the back of, in the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So there's some...
And now it's all come out to play, finally.
Yeah.
Now with the help of my partner Steven in this, it's like we pick the best of the best, and then we get a hold of the museums, or the museums get a hold of us, SuperMonsterCity.com. You can get on our newsletter, find us on Facebook, look at the pictures. We've got comments from curators, and then our exhibit can come to you. Wherever you are in the country, we can tailor an exhibit to fit your space. So don't be shy, give us a call.
That sounds great. I think you'd be crazy not to do it. And we got one coming up soon?
Well, we never, we don't want to brag. There's a long cycle, and COVID slowed everything down. So take a look at our newsletter, sign up, and you will know we're coming next. Okay?
Fantastic. That sounds
Perfect.
Great, Dave. Excellent.
Well, Elliot, it's been great talking to you.
Pleasure.
Thanks for
Thank
coming
you,
all
man.
this
Always
way.
good. Yeah,
You
long
betcha.
journey, but enjoyed every moment of it.
All right, great. Take care. We'll see you later.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Yep. See ya.